Brandon.
Hey, Deja. What's happening?
Thank you, and welcome to Talking with Deja Blaise.
All right, cool.
I appreciate you joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So I know you from... Well, actually, we did a couple of projects together.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Because I was thinking of Casting Call, and then
Casting Call was our first.
Casting Call was the first one, and then we did...
the infamous Street Queens.
Street Queens, right.
Yeah, Kurt, what's going on with that, man?
Nonetheless, we did have a couple of projects together over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But I don't really know much about, like, your beginnings. Like, what motivated you to even get into this industry? So, let's start from the beginning. Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you start acting, like, from a young age, or was it something you discovered later on?
So, with the school that I was in, Montessori, which was that specialized kind of school in Park Slope, they always had us do a play during the winter and a musical during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like part of the curriculum.
Yeah.
And I never really cared for it because I was one of the bigger kids and I was always put in the back.
Yeah.
But I always loved to try to show off the rest of my ability.
Yeah.
Because that was just me. I just always loved attention.
Right.
So I would do my thing, but I never ever got the lead because of my size at the time. And so I never really cared too much about it. But I always noticed from back then, I always wanted to find a way to make people laugh, smile, things of that nature. So I guess it did stem from that. And then when I got to high school, I ended up going on a football team and then eventually the wrestling team.
Yeah.
I realized that I'm not really as aggressive in that aspect as I thought I would be. Because everyone says, you're a big dude, man. You need to do something, with your size. You can't waste that size. So that was more so just forcing me just to go into the athletic area. But then I'm just like, you know what? It's my last year of school. Let me just try something different. Yeah. And I ended up going and I auditioned for the musical and the play in my senior year of high school. And I both leads.
Wow.
Yeah, it was Little Shops of Horrors. I played Audrey too. Yeah. And it was A Doll's House, and I played Nils Krogstad. So that was sort of my opening to like the acting world on a bigger scale. Right. And just from there, like senior year of high school all the way up till now, I've just been studying the craft, auditioning here and there, and that's kind of where my loves started to begin. Yeah.
So then what was the opportunity that said to you, it pretty much solidified in your mind that this is a career path? Because I know a lot of times, because of the lack of structure in the industry, we all have different ways of getting to where we're going to be. So what was it? Was there a moment, like a turning point for you that said, yes, this is it, and this is where I want to be, like, for the long haul?
That's a good question. When I went to Lee Strasberg, and I studied there for a year, and I really got the, I guess you could say, boot camp of acting, really realizing, like, oh, this is more than just taking your lines and just trying to remember them and say them and make sure it doesn't sound like gibberish on stage. Yeah. Like, you literally have to live within the character. And I just loved the exploration and things of that nature.
Yeah, you're living.
And so it was just that opened me up to, like, oh, wow, this is, like, hardcore pretend. I want to do this for, like, the rest of my life. I just loved it. And so from there, and then the couple of roles in short films that I did with NYU and things of that nature just kept giving me the love and the love and the love. And then I guess as far as a turning point, I would say, like, right after Strasberg, I started getting the agents and started getting my name mixed in the underground circuit. That's when I was just like, you know what, I really do think I can flourish in this industry.
Yeah. How long were you there? Like, what was it, like, a long time that was cultivated?
Yeah, it was there for a minute because, again, everyone has doubts. Yeah. So, and my doubts more so is I guess extended, if that's the right word, from an aesthetic point of view. Because it always came back to, Brandon is good. Brandon can play the hell out of that role. Yeah. But he's too big for that. So a lot of times that always made me,
retreat.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for the opportunity, but.
Right.
And so that was kind of like the whole issue there. Every time when I kept trying to go forward, I kept getting this knocked back. And it's still happening today, but I'm now starting to understand the business aspect. And that's what's sort of opened me up to liking it even more. Yeah. Because it's the business side is something that I wish that they taught actors more so, really stepping into it, because that changes up your perception of how you attack things of that nature. Right.
And so what are some things that you've learned? Because there are actors who are going to be watching this, and they're going to want to know in advance some of the, I guess, the pitfalls and the hurdles that you're going to have to go over. So what are a couple of things that you learned that you would maybe want to tell your younger self, or that you just want to share with some other people? Because everyone's journey is individual, so it could have been a good thing, you know? But what would some things that you would advise an actor coming up?
Well, as an actor coming up, treat your body like a temple. That's the key.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this is your instrument. So if you know that you want to be that leading man, that guy who's jumping off buildings to save the damsel in distress, you got to make sure that your body physically matches your expectations. So that's something that's a major key. And I've seen a lot of actors, and it's something different. When you look at an actor that's working versus an actor that's trying to work, there's a different stance. The body, even though it might be a little bit on the thicker side, it's still looking neat.
Right.
Things of that nature. So you have to just take care of yourself before you can really take care of the work.
Right.
Because a lot of people keep saying, oh, I mean, if I study and I just beat the crap into me, but no, at the end of the day, it's perception. You have to be able to walk into that room and be like, I own this.
And embody it before you even say anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that can win you the audition before you even open up your mouth.
Right.
And I've been there with certain things where it's just like, someone said, like, as soon as you came in the room, your confidence and the way you held yourself, I knew I wanted you in my film. Yeah. And then when you did your lines, I was like, wow. Even if you did mess up, it's just like you did your thing. Right. You were owning the role. Yeah. So what are some of the projects that you've worked on that you're most proud of? Oh man. Okay, just offhand right now, I could definitely say in the Dead of Night. It's it was a short film that won Best Drama in the Texas Film Shorts. Nice. It was about a young man by the name of Matt Galloway who had PTSD. Yeah. He had an honorable discharge due to the fact that he lost his friend in war, and he actually psychologically felt that it was his fault, so they allowed him to leave. Oh. And he had a major fear of the darkness. They felt this thing was following him in the darkness. Yeah. And to find out, it was just a mixture of his demented mind mixed with the loss of his friend. Right. And it was an emotional tearjerker, and he ended up doing something that he will regret once he realizes what he did. Yeah. At the end of the film, I'll send you the film so you can check it out. But that was really cool. And was that the role you played? Yeah, that was the role I played. I played a man. I remember I studied the hell out of PTSD and what they do. I remember I didn't sleep for like 2 days before the shoot because I heard that they don't sleep. Right. So I made sure that I came extra tired on set. And funny enough, every time when we would cut for long periods, right. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. But it's just like, that's how they are, because PTSD folks, you know, and I wish them the best as far as, you know, getting the help that they need. They may sleep for an hour, and then for the rest of the week, they're wired. And so after a while, your mind starts playing tricks on you. Right. And so you end up becoming your own worst enemy. And that's kind of what happened to my character, Matt. He became his own worst enemy, and then when he finally faced his fears, that's when he fully lost the battle, in a sense, because he actually ended up killing someone he shouldn't have, thinking he killed the right thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it could be a feature film, in all honesty. It was really an interesting, going back and forth with director/writer, Chad. It was just like the mindset of playing darkness in the mind, things like that. It was really cool. So that was hands down my favorite film. And then another film I did called Pimp, which I ended up getting to work with Keke Palmer. Oh, nice. Janae Gates, and wow, I'm forgetting his name. You would definitely hate me right now. Wow. Rayon Lawrence. Okay, there you go. Rayon Lawrence, who Catch Him in Underground, if it's still, I don't know, did Underground come back? I don't think so. Not to my knowledge, but we're hopeful and maybe it'll get picked up again. Hopefully. Yeah. Cross my fingers. Yeah. That's my buddy, and he and me, we bonded on set, and that was another great experience where I felt like, okay, my career is starting to pick up a little bit. Yes. But I also noticed that with my physicality, I got the henchman role, but it was on a larger scale. Yeah. So I just knew that, okay, it's going up from here. Yeah. So those two films, offhand, I can really say that I really enjoyed. And then, of course, one I just did recently, Scars. Right, which we're going to talk about in a second. Okay. But where can people find those two films? So, In the Dead of Night and Pimp. Pimp is yet to be screened. So I'm still waiting on it. Christine, if you're watching this, I would love to see it for myself. I heard it was was heard it was screened in LA.
Oh.
And I guess that's how it got on IMDb. It got a score of 8 out of 10.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's quite cool. What do you know? When Kiki plays a lesbian pimp.
Oh, is that the premise?
Things go up in scores, you know.
Wow.
range right there.
Yeah, that's gonna come out then. I'm assuming.
I hope so. I know William Morris Endeavors was interested in like distributing it.
Oh.
But then Christine went silent on me, probably due to some family issues. I don't
Yeah.
disclose that, but I'm aware everything's all right with the family. But yeah, so I'm just patiently waiting.
Yeah.
You know.
So in the dead of night, is there a place?
In the dead of night, I believe I posted it on my Vimeo, which is www.vimeo.com/Brandon J. Shaw. And also BrandonJShaw.net, which is my website, connects you to my Vimeo directly, so you can go there and
see all your footage.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll make sure I'll post it up if it's not there. It should be there.
Yeah. Okay, so then moving on to your most recent project, Scars, which congratulations.
Thank you.
What an amazing opportunity you had. So tell us from the beginning, like what, because I remember you were telling me a little bit about it, but tell me what the audition process was like, and when you booked it, what was it like filming, and just give me all the details.
Got you. So starting from day one, just going on Actors Access is super late, and I was just like, man, what is there other than the industrial and the theater project and the student film? I need something different that's gonna give me a little bit of hope in this industry, because of course we all have our dead periods, and I wanted to work.
Yeah.
And so I just saw this thing, that's not a thing, it was a pilot called Scars.
Yeah.
And I read what it was, and I was like, okay, and then they said submit by such and such date. It was like 2 dates after.
Oh.
And I was like, man, but they said the audition was like 3 dates away from the date I applied. So I'm like, you know what, I might still have a chance. It's still up here. So you know what?
Try.
You know, I'm like looking, I'm like, okay, cool, which roles are there available? And I'm like, oh, there's the main character. I don't know, because they probably cast him already. There's this side character, which was a guardian angel. And I was like, I wouldn't mind playing an angel. That's pretty cool. So I applied for both the guardian angel roles, like supporting, and I also applied for the main guy too. Yeah. I heard back immediately, maybe within an hour. Please audition for the main guy, Samson.
Wow.
And I was like, okay.
There it is.
Sure. No problem.
Yeah.
Sent in my audition tape within the next day, because I went to Actors Connection. They come in the clutch. Yes. As long as it's on the weekday, they come in the clutch.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I sent out the audition, and then I get called back maybe 3 days later saying, we would like you to come in for a callback at NYIT. Yeah. Over there on 61st. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. And I remember when I went there, I was running late because of the snow, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? You know, I'm trying to get there as soon as I can, and I heard that they were running late, and I was like, oh, thank you, some P time worked for me. Yes, you know, and I went in there, and it's an interesting thing when you, I guess, the spirit of the actor takes over, because there's some auditions which I go into, and my heart's beating, and I'm like, am I going to say the right lines? Am I going to stutter? Right. And there's some auditions where you just go in and you just body it. Yes. And I didn't understand, and I remember they gave me the sides the day before, and I remember I was running it, and they said, don't worry too much on the lines. Yeah. Just focusing on the character. And, I mean, I tried my best to get into the mode, did my visualizing my animal to really work out Samson again, and I remember that I had the script in my hand, I never once used it, and I knew all my lines, and I knew exactly, I knew just about everything. It's a common speech, and the guy who I was auditioning with, he kept having to, man, I know, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm just tired of living my life like this, you know. And I just remember how I went into myself, and he got caught up in looking at me and my performance. He said that. He said there was two times where I was looking at you like, damn man, you're going through some shit. And he was just like, oh shit, yeah, bro, you just gotta. I was like, yeah. So I caught him off guard, and the casting director Natalia, I don't know if you're gonna watch this too. She's amazing. She said that she got caught up in the audition too. She forgot that she was the casting director. Yeah. She's like, oh my goodness, wow.
That's.
And
That's important.
I was pretty sure. I was like 95% sure that I was like, I think I got Samson, unless someone else, because I saw a couple of actors who I've seen on TV, and I'm like, man, this guy was on The Deuce. This guy was on Law and Order the other day. This guy, I haven't been on that yet. You know, so I'm like, these guys, they're definitely gonna probably get it because they're seasoned actors and all that stuff. But I did my thing, you know.
Right.
And like a week later, I get told like, you're Samson.
Wow.
I was like, okay, yes I am.
It was meant for you.
Yeah.
So then what was it like filming?
That was a process.
It was a process. With the makeup and everything, right?
You know what? Before the makeup, and shout outs to the director, Lee. I'm sure everyone who's been on this project understands where I'm coming from. Lee is amazing.
Yeah.
Lee is very tedious with what she wants to do and the artistic direction that she wants to go. And so some days took very long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a process.
To get a 2-minute shot. First day to get this particular scene, which was 3 pages, took 6 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, we were all like, it's night now. Is the continuity gonna be okay with that? And she was just so focused on just getting the right angles and just make sure nothing was blurry. And I mean, she's dope. I've seen her music videos. They're amazing. She knows her, her stuff.
She wants to make sure it's right. I'm
not gonna question that. I don't want to stop an artiste from doing their thing.
Yeah.
So for the first couple of days, I was cool with it. But then after a while, I was just like, you think maybe we could work on a shot list that might help out, just smooth things out. Just a little bit.
Yeah, what does that help?
By like 3rd to last day, we started getting a shot list.
Okay.
And I mean, now when we got into putting on the makeup, that was about close to, the first day was an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Then Jay, she did her thing. Awesome skills. She eventually got it down to about 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, because and also throughout the pilot that we shot, my character's scars sort of lessened.
Right.
Due to his good deed.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys will be able to check that out.
Yes.
Crossing fingers, everything goes well with we got the pilot greenlit. Now we just gotta get the series greenlit.
Right.
But yeah, so as we got towards the end of the shoot, I would consider myself that last day.
Yeah.
It's probably a 48-hour day.
Wow.
Because I slept on set.
Yeah. Did you really?
I had to. There's no way I was going back home because we on day, let's say this was day 8 of 9. We started early that day, but we ended up going to 7:30 a.m. the next day. And so me and one of the other actors, we ended up saying it makes no sense to go back home, to come back here to be here the next few hours. So we slept pretty much at this hospital. It was weird. It's so weird to be at a hospital when you're not sick.
When you're not actually a patient.
Yeah, so we slept there, and that next day I think we got out a little bit before midnight, and it felt good. Good. We had a couple pickup shots after that, but it's just like once we were able to finally wrap the bulk and the meat of it, it was just like wow. And you could see like we really did put our heart and soul.
Right.
And it was nice.
That sounds like an amazing experience. Right? Because the pilot was picked up, so all that hard work and effort.
Yeah. She got the pilot greenlit.
Yeah.
And now she's just going to execs, I believe, sometime next week. To really talk things over and to see if they're willing to go further with it.
Yeah.
Scars is what I was explained to. It's like Touched by an Angel meets Grey's Anatomy with a little hint of Shameless. So it has that funny edge, but it has an ultimate meaning.
Right.
My character, Samson, is a bit of a douchebag, pompous asshole.
Yeah.
That ends up getting his life turned around after he has a horrible accident.
Right.
And he has to learn to do good. And if he doesn't, he won't lose the scars on his face, as well as the scars on his heart, things of that nature. Because he had, of course, a bad brought up see as far as not knowing how to love properly.
Yeah.
And I can get really, really deep with that. But it was a nice script. And it was based on Natalia, the producer, her brother's life. He's not scarred.
Okay.
Which I asked them, look, we're going to stay close to the story.
Right.
But I got to be all messed up. It's a beautiful twist
But
of what
it's
they're
symbolic,
trying to do.
yeah.
And Nathaniel, who it's based after, an awesome guy. And I got to understand of his story and the meaning behind scars and all that stuff. And I think it's one of those projects that really will get people to think on a different spectrum. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Well, I hope it gets picked up to series so we can see more, because is the pilot going to premiere anywhere, or is it going to pick up the series first before?
You're asking me.
Yeah, I'm talking all the detail, like the producer, director, I know more about that.
I have no idea yet, because I'm not on the back end of some of the
Right.
actors. So, I mean, I've asked questions, and they just try to be as best as they can to
Right.
just hush me up and just wait till we know.
Yeah.
So,
But getting support and love from,
thank you.
People who would be interested in seeing this type of work and just supporting you, so we could just go to your page, I guess, to get more information about the project, or is there like
I'll probably update my page. I haven't updated my page just yet because I wasn't too sure when I could really put promotional items, things of that nature yet. But I know beyourcraft.com, that's Natalia's page. She's always updating her projects and what she's currently working on and what she previously worked on, and I'm pretty sure Scars is going to be up there, so she'll be able to see some BTS footage, things of that nature. Probably won't be able to see the scars. She's hiding that till the very end, but be able to see some other cool scenes.
Cool. Okay, so you're an actor, but you're also a writer.
Yeah,
right?
screenwriter. Yeah.
Screenwriter. So tell us a little bit about, because being a well-rounded performer is always helpful. So as a writer, what is that like, and what projects do you have that we should keep an eye out for?
Got you. So I'm a storyteller, whether it's through my physical self or through writing, and just my main thing when it came to writing is just I want to change the game as far as having movies that don't have any message, that is just like a stupid comedy that's kind of makes you laugh but not really, or a crazy action-packed drama that really doesn't have any kind of substance. I'm all about substance.
Yeah.
And I've just started just dabbling in writing again. I used to write poetry back in the day, but never really had any structure. And I was actually taught structure by Brian. From Casting Call. He taught me this. Shout outs to you, bro. He taught me how to write scripts as far as how to get the proper structure.
Yeah.
And just my crazy mind just started just going.
Yeah.
And the projects that I'm currently working on, as far as writing is concerned, I can...
You don't have to flesh out too much, but I mean...
So, I have a pilot that I just wrote. It's about a 90-page pilot. We are shopping it around to various networks and producers. We have one producer who, I'm sorry, I cannot name him just yet.
Yeah. But
he's had some great work this past year with African Americans in the horror world. So, so we're crossing our fingers for that, and we have a couple others that we're in prospects to talk to and things of that nature. And my thing is just I wanna open up the gates for new faces.
Yes.
Of course, mine, but I just want to see different on TV. I'm seeing people who are talented who are not getting their shot because they don't know unless they had a network properly and things of that nature. And I see people who are literally working so much to the point where they're not motivated anymore. Yeah. And the quality of project is going down. And I just see with all these new outlets, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, BET, they just opened up their new digital program. There's so many more outlets to get your work in. And of course, I know it's good if you have some type of fan basis, things of that nature, to really get your work there. But for people who don't have a fan basis, there has to be another way to get there, and people don't know the business end. And the key is to have a producer that really believes in your work, who is connected in some sense to help you get through the door. Yeah. And so with the pilot, which I'm sadly I cannot name it just yet, but probably be able to name it soon. Yeah. So check on my website, brandonjshaw.net, for coming soon. But that particular project, we're in the process of pitching it, and it's looking pretty good. At least if we can get the pilot greenlit and shot, I think from there people will see what I'm trying to do. And it's kind of like an urbanized version of Game of Thrones. Yeah. Mixed with, I'm trying to think is, I guess, a little bit of supernatural, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Well, with a hint of comedy, because I feel with all tragedy, you eventually need comedy just to soften it up.
Yeah.
So
Just
that's my thing. And exactly. And my whole series is just about getting people to think on a different level and not be asleep to what's going on outside, especially with all the police shootings and now the sexual misconduct and all that stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
It's just like things are happening for a reason, and Mr. Man upstairs is kind of trying to give people like, hey, you guys need to do something. If you don't, you're going to keep watching things blow up in your face. You know, until you guys react in the proper fashion, things are going to keep happening.
Yeah.
So figure things out. I'm trying to give you guys the tools.
Yeah.
You guys started getting it, but every time when you get to a point, someone or something blocks you.
Yeah.
It takes you back a couple steps. So, you know, that's what I'm hoping my series will do. Will just open up at least communication about what's going on and finding a way to just slow it down to eventually stop.
Right. Well, that's fantastic, and we look forward to hearing more about it when, you know, once the process is developed.
Exactly.
So, okay, so I want to know a little bit about what you would offer to the actors here, listening, watching, in terms of advice based on your own career. Like, what would you offer them now, saying, okay, this is what I would want you to know today?
Yeah, so I would first say, don't be afraid to go to school for acting and learning the craft.
Yes. So don't be afraid to go to classes.
Yeah, and just take care of your actor. Next is write down goals. That's something that I started doing recently, and write down goals and find ways and give yourself deadlines to execute them. That at least helps you to get closer to where you're trying to get to. Because I noticed that if you go around blindly hoping, like, oh man, I know I'm supposed to do this by then, but next month I'll definitely do it. You keep giving yourself excuses. And so give yourself deadlines to figure things out and to get things in motion. You'll notice it's a better output. Also, definitely assist people to buy this book called The Savvy Actor. It's like a textbook for actors.
Yeah.
I have been reluctant to not really go into it in depth. I read the first couple of pages, but it really started to change my outlook, especially on the business side, of knowing, okay, you should send out postcards during the holidays. You should definitely reach out to talent reps and managers at least every 3 months to give them an update of what you're doing on the side, so they know that you're not dead in the water. You're just not waiting for them to give you a handout, things of that nature. And just making sure that you're taking care of both your physical and your mental at the end of the day. Because with what's going on in the world and with your own personal lives, things of that nature, you got to know, when to bring it to the character and when to leave it out. Because sometimes that can make or break the actor psychologically.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, and then last question. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And it could be professionally or personally. Just what's your goal as a human in the world in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, I plan to be that go-to A-list actor / writer.
Yes.
In this industry. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm trying to build my empire. My company's name is Venom Cinema. I'm trying to be that black Tom Hardy mixed with a little bit of Seth Rogen and James Franco with a dash of Will Smith. And, just killing it in the game. Of course, with the writing side, Todd Phillips and Christopher Nolan, those are my go-to writers. I'm trying to just kill it in the game and be that guy everyone's talking about and wanting to work with. And being like, if it wasn't for Brandon, like, I wouldn't have become this kind of actor, or I wouldn't have thought this way in my relationship because his movie made me think about this, or the way how he wrote that scene. Oh my goodness, So I just that's my thing, I love what Issa Rae is doing, what Donald Glover is doing.
Producing,
I want to work with them very soon if possible.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's so many other names, but those two just really come to my head. Like just seeing them doing it. I mean, Ava DuVernay. Shout outs to her. It's nice to see us with the come up.
Yes.
And especially coming from down here and really shooting upwards. It's a beautiful thing. And I just want to be on that level. If not higher. you know, and just change the game.
And creating opportunities for other people and being that inspiration to say, hey, I can do this, you can do this.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. I'm tired of hearing, oh, yeah, I couldn't go to that audition because I don't have 10,000 IG followers. What about your talent? They didn't care to see that.
Yeah.
No, I want people to be like, yeah, you know, I'm killing it right now in the game because, you know, I was just in that film and I got a shot in that film, which gave me a shot to this film.
Right.
You know, it's kind of what Spike Lee did for Denzel, Samuel L. Jackson. There's no such thing as followers back then, you know. Just basically great networking along with pure talent.
Right.
Rose to the tops, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, that's what we are doing.
Exactly. Just networking across. I heard you, Issa. I'm paying attention.
Yes, because and this has been something that I've been chatting with some of the other guests. It's just to see where we were and to see where we are and to know where we can possibly be. Exactly. It's amazing to see how your peers are just thriving.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful beautiful. And to be able to support one another and just see each other through the process, whether it's good or bad, it's just amazing.
It inspires you, in all honesty.
It really does.
It's like, wow, okay, I'm seeing my buddy Jordan. Shout outs to Jordan. I see you, O-Dog, on SWAT. Yeah. You know, that's my buddy since Brooklyn College, and just seeing him moving up through the ranks is just like, nice. You know, I'm gonna be there right by your side, and we're gonna kill this industry together. Right. You know, and just like yourself, Law and Order.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thanks.
You know, it's a nice thing, and for me, when I see that, I'm like, they're winning. Eventually, I will win. It'll come in due time. I have to learn to be patient because that's the key.
Yes.
And a friend of mine actually sent me something. Shout outs to Marvin and Rob. I'm doing a lot of shout outs.
That's good. Yes, support your community.
Marvin sent me this quote saying that you need all three to be successful, and what he meant by all three is that you need ambition, talent, and patience. Yes. And a lot of times, people think they have all three, and they really don't. When you finally do realize, like, oh, yeah, I have the ambition and the talent, I really don't have the patience. Yeah. Once you start working on that patience, all of a sudden opportunities start opening up to you. Right. You know, and so and speaking for myself, I'm a little bit impatient. So I noticed that I gotta really just sit back, do my work, and just wait.
Exactly. You know, and just be persistent and consistent and just, because, I feel like I'm like a broken record sometimes, but I feel like what's meant for you is meant for you.
My mom says that all the time.
Right? And it's going to happen when the time is right. So like you said, just be patient because no one else is going to get your opportunity. And so true. And you're an amazing artist and a talent. So it's going to take the right time, the right place, and the right opportunity to put you where you need to be. So true, so true. Because right now you are where you need to be. You are making things happen. Like, you got your pilot, you've done other projects. Like, you're not working, so you're doing fantastic.
Yeah, I'm doing things more on the, I guess you could say, web circuit, things of that nature. A couple little independent movie spots.
Yeah, because the thing is, you never know where these things can go.
That is true. That is true. So, you know, that's the thing. That's the thing, you know. I got to personally learn to realize that everything that happens is a blessing and it's in disguise. You know, I can't take things for granted, even though, as we've all been through it, we've done projects where we're like, okay, this is going well. Okay, I may not be getting paid, but you know, it's really good shooting. And then you know, the person's just like, you know what, I don't want to take this film out anymore. You know, so I'm not going to give you your footage or anything like that, and I'm just going to scrap it. Pleasure working with you. Right. Like, what? Wait, what? And so, you know, that's a whole... The actor's plight.
It's part of the business. Yeah. It's one of the things that may not be the best side, but at the same time, you're going to have that same opportunity that propels you to the next level. True. So you're doing great work. You're going to continue to do great work. Appreciate it. And we're going to look out for Scars. You're going to check the website. Yeah. And then...
also Situationships.
Situationships, yes.
Season 2. Yeah.
Here we are. You see this guy talking, and he has all this stuff happening.
I forgot. Sorry, Scylla.
So Situationships, where can they catch that?
So currently we're on Blavity, but season 1 is on Blavity. Season 2 is still in talks for, the last I heard, possibly Amazon Prime Video. Awesome. So I believe early, January. Okay. Is when season 2 should hopefully drop. Yeah. It was supposed to drop October, but things got pushed back with new deals. So
but then you catch season 1
on Blavity. Blavity.com.
Nice.
And I think they'll be dropping a trailer on Blavity pretty soon for season 2. So you catch me playing Ty. I'm Melody, who's the main character's new love interest.
Yes,
and
nice.
So it was cool being invited to the situationship family.
Yeah.
And this really cool. They believe in their product, and it's just like, it's a great story. It's a fun story. It's like a millennial version of Girlfriends meets Sex in the City.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna look out for that too.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
We appreciate your time.